Julie with Summerland Gardens, and we're here today to talk about some self-watering pots. It's summer, 4th of July weekend, you want to get out and travel, but you bought all these houseplants over the last year and you don't know what to do with them. There's options rather than just getting in the neighborhood child to come and help you water your plants. You can do some self-watering pots. These are a great option also even if you're not leaving town but you need some help watering, you don't want to water as often. Self-watering pots are a great option. They've got a long history. We usually know them probably by the African violet pot. This is the traditional pot where you place the water in the reservoir. This is a very porous material. You pot your African violet in there, put that in there, and as the soil dries, that water will just be transferred into the soil of the pot. There are also very simple options with this same idea. This is just a water spike where you fill it. It's got a hole. You fill it with water. Again, as the soil dries, it's going to pull that water out. And these you just poke into the soil. They're cute and they're functional. So there are also different kinds of self-watering pots you can do, from very extravagant to very simple. Some of them come with a reservoir, obviously, and then the other ones, they have a barrier between the water and the soil. So these channels are going to pull the water up into the plant. You just keep water in the bottom of the pot. These also come with a pretty handy dandy little meter. So now it's telling you there's no water in there. And then as you fill the water reservoir, obviously you wouldn't do this with the plant in there, the meter is going to go up. There. So, except that I dropped it. So this is good because it'll help you monitor how long it's going to take before you have to fill the reservoir again. These are great. They make hanging baskets with this same idea. Again, you have the reservoir, which is your basket, and then the pot that you pot into, and these channels, as the soil dries, will pull the water up into it. These are great hanging basket ideas, especially when it's hot out and you just can't seem to stay on top of the watering schedule. The other option is to use the wicking method. This is basically where you put a wick or just a piece of cotton, almost like a shoelace, into the reservoir, and this part comes up into the plant. You would pot your plant into there, and this will just sit in there pulling the water up from that reservoir into the potting soil. And I can show you what this looks like on one that's already been potted. This one is looped around to give you a little bit more coverage in the pot, and then that wick just sits down in that water and sucks it up into the pot. This is another idea, again, just with the little baby pot. The wick is going down into the water, wicking up the moisture into the pot. This is a lot different than leaving water in a saucer, because a lot of people are like, well, that's really a self-watering pot, but really what you're working on is the dryness of the soil is pulling that water up into it rather than just sitting in water all the time. So it's time to hit the road, get out, travel, know that your plants are going to be taken care of. We're going to be here to help you figure out what size you need, what pot you want to do. It's a great way to use decorative pots that don't have a hole in them. Just turn them into a self-watering pot and you're good to go. So come on by, we'll tell you how to do it. We'll show you all the options available, and we'll get you on the road traveling this summer because it's going to be beautiful out there. So thanks for coming by, and come see us. Bye.